Trump has been disloyal to us. What more do we owe this person? Seriously. How many of you got fired from your jobs, expelled from your school? How many of you got hit in the face, lost friends because you supported Trump? How many of you went to jail in the Capitol, lost a social media account? How much acrimony, how many problems has the Trump movement created in your life because you supported him? And how have we been repaid? Well, let's see. When BLM torched every city, Donald Trump let it happen because he thought it would be better for him in the election. Donald Trump was the father of the vaccine and the COVID lockdown. He didn't build the wall. As a matter of fact, he didn't even get illegal immigration under control. He gave Venezuelans TPS status before millions of them came here during the Biden administration. We were disloyal to Trump? No, Trump was disloyal to us. He did not use greatagain.org to fill his administration with his voters. He filled it with Bush and Rubio alum. He filled his White House with GOP staffers who cut taxes for the corporations and moved the embassy for Israel. He gave Ukraine lethal aid. He let BLM destroy the cities. He let Pfizer invent the RNA vaccine. And you say that Trump is owed our allegiance? What more do we owe this guy? Then Trump is reelected in spite of it all. In spite of all of that cowardice and treachery, no wall, no mass deportations. We're still in Iraq. In spite of all that, he didn't even pardon his supporters that went to jail on his behalf, although he could have. In spite of all that, Trump is reelected while defending the vaccine and his legacy. And how does he repay it now? He immediately hires Sriram Krishnam, who wants to replace us with H-1Bs, John Radcliffe at CIA, Mike Waltz as the National Security Advisor. He attacks Project 2025. Then he bombs Iran. Then he cuts the corporate taxes again, buries the Epstein files. Serves you right. You trusted Trump. You can't trust Trump. He's not loyal. I had friends of mine say, "You're not loyal to Trump. We're still trusting the plan. Mr. President, I support you." And these people have watched as Elon has stopped supporting him, as Tucker has stopped supporting him, as Candace Owens has stopped supporting him. And now Marjorie Greene has stopped supporting. I guess they're all traitors. I guess they were all wrong. And what does Trump even stand for anymore?
The viciousness that they themselves directed toward me in the aftermath. I mean, if people are like, they tried to say that I didn't even know Charlie. I mean, it was they were so intent on making sure that not one drop of Candace being anti-Israel was a part of his legacy, that they just lied. They lied in a way that for the grief that I was going through, I'm not a crier. I mean, it was a lot. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. It was a lot for me to go through. And I look back and I'm like, wow, the nastiness of them doing this. And then a couple of weeks later being like, and now we demand you tell your audience to go vote for who we want them to vote for.
Yeah.
F you. F you. I am not doing anything. Okay. Here's the way it works. And here's how common sense is. Okay. You tell me I can do this job. I can build your house. I can do this. I hire you. Okay. I get behind it. I say, okay, I hire you. Go do that job. You then don't do it. You look at me and you say, Epstein who? Okay. You're at the top of the FBI and you say, oh, these are the real messages. You're blocking people, as Kash Patel is, from looking into Tulsi's team and Joe Kent. You saw this playing out in the news. They won't even let them look into whether or not foreign people could have been involved in this. And then you're like, and now go get out more people to vote so that we stay in power. No, buddy. Okay. In your famous words, you're fired as far as I'm concerned. Okay. And so I don't know what's around the corner, but I do know that my platform is not yours. Okay. My platform belongs to the truth, left and right. Okay. And so it was just incredible to me. They were like, and not even that, they were like, get out people and tell them to vote against Mamdani and to get behind intro. Okay, if you want to do that, that's your thing. But I'm telling you, I'm not doing anything because for me, political life stopped when Charlie Kirk was murdered and you wanted me to move on. I'm not moving on from it.
Yeah.
By the way, it wasn't because of Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson sitting down that MAGA got splintered. It got splintered when you said Epstein who? That's it. Literally for me on my show, when I said, okay, what is this? Did the Loch Ness swamp monster come up and swallow the MAGA party? Actually, who is the Loch Ness monster? I think it's Israel. Okay. I think it's Israel, actually.
Such a good point.
And if Trump suddenly joined the Never Trump party, which he did, right? Trump joined the Never Trump movement. That's what's happening right now. And now they're trying to tell us to join it. I'm good. I've always been against the Never Trumpers, and I'm going to stay that way, even if Trump has joined them.
Well, I have come to this realization that politicians do not view us as people whom they are accountable to. It's not just in America, it's not just in Europe, it is even worse in Africa. We get to see our politicians just when they needed our votes. Sometimes even the votes we think we are giving to them or we are voting there is just a smoke screen. Sometimes whether if we vote for them or not wouldn't even make any difference because they already have the outcome of the elections, even though no single vote has been cast. They already plan everything out and they know who is going to win and with what percentage of the vote. But sometimes they just come out to create an atmosphere like they are with the people like them, they support the people support them, and so on and so forth. And when they get the votes, and when the elections are over, then they just move away. You never see them, they never say anything, they never deliver on all their promises. And after a couple of years, when it is time for re-elections, they will come again, they will make huge promises. And the thing that is so funny about this is that I don't know, in the context of Africa, I don't know if it is just ignorant from the side of the people, or maybe it's just poverty, or maybe it's just stupidity, or maybe it's just pure love. I don't know what might be the reason, but whenever they come, people still line up. People still follow them. People still scream at the top of their voices. People still say, yeah, this is the person we want. This is the person who is going to deliver us from all our strugglings. This is a person who is going to fix the country. And my question is, for the how many times? How many times? If the first time he made those promises and did not fulfill, and then came back for re-elections and made other promises and still did not fulfill, what made you think that he is going to fulfill it this time? And one other thing, I think this is coupled with the fact that people are starving in Africa. That's true. People are starving. And they will come with some few bags of rice and some few bottles of cooking oil and some few bags of salt. And they will just give it around to people. And they will be like, we have this small thing for you guys to take and go home and celebrate with your families. And we are happy to see you guys here. And you guys must all remember that we have you guys at heart and we are constantly thinking about you guys. They are saying all this because they are going in for re-elections. And people, as poor as they are, what choice do they have? They will collect it. And you even see people say, whether I collect it or not, the outcome won't be any different. And they are right. Some of the elections are just window dressing. So whether the person collects the bag of rice, bag of salt, bottle of cooking oil or not, the outcome is already predetermined. And that is it. Politicians don't care about the people. This can never be overemphasized. Politicians care only about themselves. The ruling class care only about themselves. If you are out there risking your life for a politician, it is all on you. They will never, ever saw you rolling in the dust and come for your rescue. They will never, ever see you in a very tight corner and decided to come and help you out. Never ever. They don't even care if you live or die. Because if they did care about you, as they are pretending to do, if they were really honest people, they would have done things that made your life a little bit better. They would have put policies in place that help you get ahead in life. But what policies have they put in place that has been hugely beneficiary to you? What policy? It's not just African leaders. I think this is a very, very global thing. Even Nick Fuentes is complaining about Trump. Many Americans feel left behind by Trump. They feel betrayed by Trump because Trump promised them a lot of things. And they were counting on Trump to fix so many things that were broken in America. But to their greatest surprise, Trump is like any ordinary American president. And he is just doing like any other American president would do. Trump was never an outsider. He was never an outsider. Even though he painted himself to be one. And you guys foolishly believe it. Trump was never an outsider. Trump has always been an insider. Trump has always been in the establishment circle. That is it. Trump will do what benefits Trump. Trump is greedy. Trump is selfish. Trump is like any other American leader. He would go to war if that would serve his purpose. He would take down governments if that will serve his purpose. He will let the country shut down if that will further his own personal agendas. That is politics for you, my brothers and sisters. That is politics for you.